Well, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome to this live stream. I'm so happy you're here. I wanted to make a space for us to come to on Sunday evenings for getting ready for the week. Right? And so mindfulness is a perfect practice for us to do that. So I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. Sunday nights can be tender moments. The mind and the body may be tired, uh, but the mind is often busy, right? Thinking about what didn't get done, what needs to happen tomorrow, or what the week ahead might bring. I know I've been in the situations like that where it's just spinning, right? Constantly. When you think Sunday night should be calm and relaxed, but the mind is just busy trying to keep you on top of everything. This is something so many people experience. That's even a name for it. They call it the Sunday scaries. I hadn't heard about that until someone told me the Sunday scaries. It could be a scary time when you don't feel that you're ready for the week, right? But really, it's just the mind doing what it has learned to do, projecting into the future in an attempt to feel safe. The mind always wants to feel safe, especially the ego mind. The ego mind believes that if it thinks ahead enough and plans enough, worries enough, then it can protect us and protect itself too, because it's always feeling scared that it's going to be killed off, right? But mindfulness is gently shows us something different. Right now, in this moment, you are safe. You are here, and nothing needs to be solved tonight. One of the most important things I've learned through mindfulness is this: the mind lives in yesterday and tomorrow, but peace lives right here. When we sit quietly and begin to observe our thoughts, we notice something powerful. We're not the thoughts. Thoughts come and go like clouds passing through the sky. Some are heavy and some are repetitive, that goes over and over and over, same old thoughts, right? We have something like 60,000 thoughts a day, and many of the thoughts are the same ones. We keep replaying the same thoughts over and over in our head. So some of the thoughts try to convince us that this week ahead is already too much. It's telling us, oh, this is going to be it's going to be terrible, right? But awareness is something that we are, that sees those thoughts. Awareness is calm. Awareness is steady, is spacious, is always right here. And that's who we are. We're awareness, observing. So tonight isn't about fixing your life, it's about resting the nervous system and reminding yourself that you don't need to carry the entire week in your mind right now. You don't need to rehearse tomorrow. You don't need to be prepared for everything. You don't need to have all the answers. This evening is an invitation to let the mind soften, to let the body exhale, and to come back to the quiet place within you that already knows how to be at peace. When you are at peace, you have uh, intuition that comes up. And the things you try to solve, your mind was going over and over and over a problem, you couldn't figure it out. But when your mind is at quiet place, at peace, that soft voice comes up and tells you which way to go. And that's the beauty of being in the moment and being in the present moment, which mindfulness is. It's about observing the present moment without judgment and without criticism. So, as we move into our meditation, I invite you to treat this as a gift to yourself because you deserve it. You are special. There's nothing to achieve, nothing to perfect, just noticing and just allowing. So let tonight be a reset, a gentle return, a coming home to calm, so the week ahead can unfold from a place of steadiness rather than strain. So we can do that by being in the present moment. And if you have any comments before we start. So let's begin our meditation. So begin by settling into your comfortable position. You may sit or lie down, whatever feels supportive for your body. If it feels safe for you, gently close your eyes or lower your gaze to a soft, unfocused point, or stay here with me. Now take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale gently through the mouth. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Allow the body to begin to unwind. Let the shoulders soften, the jaw loosen, the belly relax. There's nowhere else you need to be right now. Now bring your attention to the natural rhythm of your breath. You feel it. You don't need to change it, just notice it. Feel the breath entering the body and leaving the body. If thoughts arise, as they naturally will, simply notice them. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to push them away. Just imagine each thought as a cloud floating across the sky of your awareness. You are the sky. The clouds pass. Some thoughts may be about tomorrow. Some may be about responsibilities, worries, or expectations. Gently remind yourself, I can think about this later. Tonight is for rest. Return again to the breath. Now notice the feeling of your body being supported by the chair or the bed or the floor, the surface beneath you. Allow yourself to be held. As you continue breathing, bring awareness to any sensations in the body. Maybe there's tension somewhere, the neck, the chest, or the stomach. You don't need to fix it, simply notice it with kindness. See if the breath can gently flow into that area and soften it just a little. Now turn your attention to your thoughts again. Notice how thoughts come and go. Notice the space between them. In those spaces, even the small ones, the brief ones, there is quiet, there is peace. Rest your awareness in that space. You may even notice moments where there are no thoughts at all, or where thoughts lose their urgency. This is not something you create, it happens naturally when you observe without judgment. Now, if anxiety arises, gently say to yourself, this is a thought, this is a sensation. I am the one who is aware. Awareness itself is calm. Now imagine gently setting the week ahead down as if you're placing a heavy bag on the ground. You can pick it up later. It doesn't need your attention right now. Feel the relief in letting it go, even temporarily. Take a few breaths here, allowing yourself to rest in it, breathing in and breathing out. Nothing missing, nothing to do. And as we begin to close, bring one hand to your heart if that feels comforting, and silently offer yourself these words: I am allowed to rest. I am supported. I begin this week from calm. Stay with the breath for a few more moments. And when you're ready, slowly bring awareness. May bring that attention back to the room, to the sounds around you, to the feeling of your body. And when it feels right, gently open your eyes. So may you move into this week grounded, steady, kind to yourself. You don't need to rush. You don't need to carry everything. You're already enough. You're already whole, perfect, and complete. And when you feel yourself getting upset and getting tensed, just take a moment. You, if you can, you can close your eyes and even putting your hand on your chest or even behind your neck like this, even if you're in the office. That's where your parents held yourself when you were held you rather when you're an infant. And so you're putting your hand there, taking a rest, and you close your eyes and taking a few slow, deep breaths, coming back into the gentleness of the moment. When I learned about mindfulness many, many years ago, about 25 years ago, I've been teaching it about 20 years now. Um, I didn't understand what they said present moment, be in a present moment. The present moment helps you to, yeah, absolutely get a break from that mind that keeps ruminating, going over and over and over thoughts. So being in the present moment, even if you're brushing your teeth, you're cleaning up, you're cooking something, smelling the food, you know, you're taking a shower. Most of the time we're in a shower, but we're already to our destination place, right? So let's feel the water running over your body, smell the soap, notice how your body feels when you're washing. And in those quiet moments, you'll find that you want to get back to those quiet moments. It becomes a habit. And mindfulness is a practice. It's an easy practice, but it's easy to forget. But you can do simple things like if you have stairs in your house or a certain hallway, every time you go down that hallway, say, I'm going to be aware, notice your footsteps, just taking your time. Maybe there's a certain cabinet you open in the kitchen. Every time I open this cabinet, I'm going to breathe. Simple little things. I set my clock on my phone for every hour to notice how am I feeling inside, what's going on. And because oftentimes we don't know that we're tensed up, we're nervous, right? So we want to just relax and notice where we're tensed. Is it in my arm or is it my body? And then notice the thoughts. What thoughts am I thinking right now? And then let them come without judging them or criticizing them. Let them come and let them go. Because the thoughts come first, and then when we hold on to those thoughts, it becomes an emotion, a feeling in our body. So we can always tell what thoughts we're feeling when we're tense. So if you feel tense, tune into your mind. What are the thoughts? Because most of the thoughts we think are not the truth anyway. They're thoughts we pick up from the news, from the radio, they pick up from friends and conversations we've had with others. And then when we tune into those thoughts, we can choose to let them go. We don't have to hold on to those thoughts. So that's what mindfulness is about, is being aware of the thoughts, emotions, and just around the room right now, noticing the lights, noticing the shadows, just being in the present moment. And it becomes a habit. You're retraining your brain. It becomes a place of peace and happiness for you because it's already there. It's just waiting for you to tune into it. And when you do, you can just feel, and one of the best ways is to get balance is to watch your breath. Observe the inhale and exhale without trying to change it. And notice when you inhale, it comes to a pause. And then exhale. And notice how that feels in your body. Notice your whole body relaxes during the exhale. So you're taking a few moments to inhale and exhale. And when you do that, you begin to get into that peaceful state. Then answers come to you. Things that you've been trying to figure out. I got to find an answer to this. I don't know how they're going to do this. Well, let go, you know, let go of that tension, that nervousness that comes up inside of you. trying to figure things out. It's the mind, it's the ego mind is trying to protect you, so it'll bring up something from the past or project something in the future that's not the truth. But when you take time just to let go and breathe, you'll hear a quiet voice. Now, for people spiritual out there, you can say it's God's voice talking to you, whatever you call it anything, but it's there for you. It's always there, waiting to give you direction and guide you the right way. So, my loves, I am so grateful that you are on with me. And every Sunday at 7 o'clock, we'll be here supporting each other, making it a safe space and with love. And so come back on. We probably at the most, it'll probably be 30 minutes, maybe 20 minutes like today. But come back on so you can reset yourself and be ready for the morning for next week. So much love to you, each and every one of you, and thank you. I love you.